Hey guys, so the other week I got my Illamasqua Fatale Palette. If you don't know what the Fatale Palette is, it is from the Illamasqua Christmas collection and it looks like this. It is perfect, it is full of so many beautiful jewel tones, so I couldn't wait to create a tutorial for you guys with this. So if you want to know how I got this look, then please keep on watching tutorials. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a cream base. Now I'm going to use this instead of a primer, but if you think that your eyelids are going to be a little bit greasy, then feel free to use a nice primer as well before you use this. So I'm using this one from Benefit, which is called My 2 Cents, and it's just a really nice bright gold, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid and just underneath as well, using this flat shader brush, which I got from the supermarket here. And just taking it on one side, you don't need to cut both sides, just going to apply that all over the lid. Then just with my finger I'm going to blend that out. Then again underneath. Excuse me, just clip my hair back so you can see a little bit better. So the second thing that I'm going to be taking is this shade from the Illamasqua Fatale Palette, which is called Bronx, and it's pretty much the same as that My 2 Cents colour, but just in a powder format. And I'm going to be taking that on this Eco Tools, I think this is just like an eyeshadow brush, any flat shader brush basically, and just taking it on one side and I'm just going to press it on top. Then I'm just going to take this blending brush, I think this is a MAC 275, and I'm just going to just quickly give the edges a little bit of a go over, making sure that you kind of stick to that shape that you've got going on. And then with that Bronx colour, just repeat the same on the bottom. So next I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is a dark brown. All of the colours in this palette are, how do you call it, like sparkly with a sheen to them. So yeah, so I wouldn't normally do this. So I'm going to be taking this dark brown, which is called Mystify. And you only need a tiny bit of this. I'm just taking this on a pencil brush and I'm just going to run that through the crease. So to blend that brown out, I'm going to be using the red colour. And reds might be a bit scary because they do have a tendency to make your eyes maybe look a little bit sore or anything like that, but when you mix this into the brown it gives you like this really nice like russet bronze sort of colour. So this one is called Ensnare, and I'm just going to take that just kind of like over the brown, not too much at first, like into the brown and just over where I've placed it as well. I'm just taking this on a MAC 213, I can't remember if I already said that. Then taking that blending brush again and just going in and blending that out. So now I'm happy with how that's looking on the top. I'm going to take the same pencil brush and that Mystify, that dark brown colour, I'm just going to run that underneath. Because this is, as always with my smoky eyes, this is the same. It's going to be quite big. So then next from this palette, I'm going to be taking this Steeler colour here. I'll just show it to you. It's a bit like, it's going to be my transition colour. And I'm just going to take that on my blending brush again and just run that around the edge, just so it transitions nicely. And the same on the bottom as well. Before I do anything else with this look, I also want to take my Skin Base Lift in White Light, which is this one here. I'm just going to take that on this Sigma concealer brush, which name was rubbed off, but it's just a standard like flat concealer brush. I'm just going to run that underneath my brow just for a bit of highlight. I'm going to just blend that with my finger. I'm going to go in with another matte colour on that pencil brush, and this time this dark brown, which I know for a fact is called Sandstone. And this is from the Steeler in the Light palette too. And I'm just going to take that into the far outer corner of my eye, just to deepen that up a little bit. So finally, obviously you don't have to use all the colours in this palette, but it's a Fatale palette tutorial, so I guess I ought to really. And the final colour that I'm using is the purple, which is called Charm. And I'm taking this on a Delium 542 brush, which is actually a lip brush. And I'm just going to take that right in the inner corner of my eye. Next, it's time for liner, and I couldn't resist. I'm using my Illamasqua Gel Precision Liner and in Infinity, and I'm just using this on my favourite ever liner brush, my Delium 710 brush. I was going to create a small winged eyeliner. Now that's eyeliner done with, I'm going to be using some false lashes for this look, and I will be using the Eyelure Katy lashes. These come in the pink box, and I'm just going to be taking these with some Duo lash adhesive and just placing them on. Okay then, so while the lash glue is just drying on those, I'm going to finish off my skin. And first of all, I'm going to be taking my white light again, and I'm going to be taking that white light on another concealer brush first, and I'm just going to take that down the centre of my nose. You can be very sparing with this. Under my eyes. I think that's it really. Then just whatever's left, I just put up here. And I'm also going to be taking my Laura Mercier, before I blend that in as well, I'm going to be taking my Laura Mercier Secret Concealer in shade 1. Just carefully under my eyes. Then to blend that all together, I'm going to be taking this sample of Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. Now, I like this foundation, kind of. It stays matte really well, but it is the heaviest thing I've ever used. So it's more like, for me, it's more like a concealer. And I'm just going to blend that all under my eyes. Next, on that same brush, but on the other side, I'm going to be taking my Illamasqua concealer in CC 320, which is failing a lot at the minute. Looks like this, and it's a couple of shades darker than my skin tone. I'm just going to contour with that. Just a little bit up here, down my nose. And this time, to blend that out, I'm going to be using my Illamasqua contour brush. To set all that work that we've just done with the cream, before we put any powder on, I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever HD setting powder, and I'm going to be using that on this this Daily Plus powder brush that I got from the supermarket as well. On that same brush, I'm going to take my Body Shop Honeycomb bronzer in 1, and just take that where I put that contour, and just a little bit to kind of warm up my face as well, because I feel like, I don't know, the fact that these eyes are so bold, and then we're going to put a kind of a bold lip on it as well, just makes me look a bit washed out. Then onto blush, and this is one of my favourite blushes of all time. This is Illamasqua Naked Rose Blush. I mean, look how gorgeous that is. And I'm just going to be putting that just where you normally put blush. So just sort of over that bronzer, taking it back. Finally, to finish off my face, I'm going to be using my Pure Pigment in Furore, which I absolutely love. It's just a gorgeous champagne colour. I'm just going to be using what's in the lid with this setting brush. I think this is, yes, this Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just going to take that on the high points, so just my cheekbones. Now back to the eyes. I'm just going to use my Trust 8 Clinique Lash Power Mascara just to blend the eyelashes in with my real lashes. And I'm also going to use a bit of that gel eyeliner just to hide the seam of the lashes as well. If you feel like you've tidied up your eye makeup a bit too much, then you can just take that blending brush again and just run it underneath, just to soften the edges a little bit. Finally onto the lips, and then first I'm going to be using this lip pencil, colouring pencil by Illamasqua in Media, just all over my lips. Then over the top I'm just going to be using this Chubby Stick Intense in Grandest Grape. Okay then guys, so here's the finished look. I do realise it is a bit intense, it might be a bit intense for some people. You could always get rid of this and just do a nude lip with it. So I'll just show you the eyes. So this is eyes open. This look is perfect for green eyes as well. Eyes open and eyes closed. So I hope you enjoyed this look. If you do decide to recreate this look, then please tag me in the pictures that you take of it on Instagram or Twitter, or post them to my Facebook page. They're all Phee's makeup tips. And yeah, I'm going to go to the supermarket looking like this in a minute. So I hope you're all having a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and until next week, that's it from me. Bye!